Good afternoon, dear children. Welcome to English class. In the previous class, you have learnt about noun and verbs, isn't it? Yes. So today in this class, in English class, you are going to learn a story. Do you want to listen to a story, dear students? Yes. Are you all happy to listen? Yes. So here is a story about a woodcutter. His name was Marwan. What was his name? Marwan. He was very poor woodcutter. He lived in a small village with wife and with his 4 children. Okay. So he lived in a small village with his wife and 4 children. And there was a thick forest near the village. He always used to cut woods from that forest. So one day what happened? Marwan was cutting the woods from that forest. So while cutting the wood in that forest, so it became late. It was very dark at night. So Marwan, in that thick forest, he lost his way. So he was very afraid of lions, tigers in that forest. So what did he do? He saw a light in that forest. There was a small house. There was a small house in that forest. So what did he do? He went there and he knocked at the door. So the door opened from inside. So there was an old woman. There was an old woman in that forest. She was wearing white dress. So he wished her, "Good evening, ma'am." So who wished? Marwan wished her. So, "Good evening, young man. Please come in." So what did she tell to Marwan? "Good evening, man. Please come in." Marwan went inside. In that house, he was very tired. So that old woman, what she did? She gave him food to eat. So she made him to sit and she gave the food to eat. Then after some time, she went inside the room and came out. After some time, she came out. Then she was not an old woman. She became a beautiful fairy. So he saw a beautiful fairy. So after that, what did that fairy do? She gave a bag full of gold to Marwan. So what did Marwan tell? Marwan said, "No, I don't want this bag full of gold. I want to work hard and earn money for my family. So please, I can't take this bag," he told to fairy. Then fairy, what did she do? She told him to take that bag, but he did not take it. Then he asked the fairy to give him health and strength. What did he ask? He asked for health and strength. Then fairy said, "You are very good man. God will bless you." So, and what did the fairy give him? She gave him a shining stone. So at last she gave him a shining stone. Then Marwan took that shining stone and thanked the fairy and he went home back. So this was the story about the woodcutter whose name was Marwan. Okay. So I hope all have understood the story. Okay. So listen to the story, dear students, about a woodcutter. Okay. So dear students, today's value is to say please, thank you, sorry. These three magical words. So please when you ask help to someone, and thank you when someone helps you. So kindly say thank you, and sorry whenever you do mistake. So dear children, so these three magical words you need to remember always. Okay, this is the value you learn from this story from Marwan, the poor woodcutter. Okay dear students, thank you for listening.
There are three little magic words that can open any door with ease. Please, sorry, and thank you. Thank you, sorry, and please. When someone is kind to you, say thank you. That's very nice of you.
When someone is kind to you, say thank you. That's very nice of you.
If you want something, say please, please may I have it?
If you want something, say please, please may I have it.
If you have hurt someone, say sorry, I'm so sorry.
If you have hurt someone, say sorry. I'm so sorry.
There are three little magic words that can open any door with ease. Please, sorry, and thank you. Thank you, sorry, and please. So, good manners are never out of style.
Good morning dear children. Welcome to English class. Yesterday we have listened to the story, isn't it, about the woodcutter. Now today I am going to teach you how to read a lesson. So dear students, take out page number 6 from your textbook. Yeah, open page number 6 from the first semester. Okay, so let us read lesson 2, the woodcutter. Marwan was a poor woodcutter. He lived in a small village with his wife and 4 children. There was a thick forest near the village. One day, Marwan was cutting wood till the sunset. Suddenly, it became very dark. Marwan lost his way. He was afraid. There were lions and tigers in the forest. Soon, Marwan saw a light. He went there. He saw a small house. He knocked at the door. The door opened. An old woman stood there. She was in white dress. "Good evening, ma'am," said Marwan. "Good evening, young man. Please come in," said the old woman. Marwan went in. "You look very tired. Please have some food." She gave him food. Then she went into her room. She came out after some time, but She was not an old woman. She was a beautiful fairy. She gave Marwan a bag. It was full of gold. Sorry, ma'am. I don't want gold. I want to work hard and earn money for my family. Please give me health and strength, said Marwan. You are a good man. God will bless you, said the fairy and gave Marwan a shining stone. Marwan took it, thanked the fairy and returned home. So this is the reading of the woodcutter lesson, isn't it? Okay. So all need to practice it. Okay. So everybody should practice this lesson. Reading. Okay. So spelling. Read the spelling and then join the words. Okay. Then you can read the lesson. Okay, students, understood no? So how to read the lesson? So see the video and then you follow me. Okay, how to read it. Okay, dear students, thank you. Good morning, dear children. Take out page number 8 from your English reader. Okay. Now, let us write, say true or false. Okay. Say true or false. First one. The village was near a forest. True or false? Yes. The village was near a forest. So it's true. T-R-U-E. True. Next. Second one. Marwan was cutting wood in the morning. Yes. So Marwan was cutting wood in the morning? No. So he was cutting wood during the sunset. So this is false. F-A-L-S-C. False. A fairy is a real human being. A fairy is a real human being? No. Is it? So it's false. Fairy is not a real human being. Okay. Marwan wanted to work hard. Yes. True. He wanted to work hard. Marwan was not greedy. True. He was not greedy. Okay. The fairy gave Marwan a black stone. No. Fairy gave shining stone, not black stone. So this is false. Okay. Next you see, dear students, already you have learnt verbs. So verbs means action words. Already you have studied about action words. Verbs is it? That's which I have taught in the grammar. Yes. So now here are present and past tense. Okay. So it is called present tense and past tense. Live is present. Lived is past tense. Okay. Close, closed. So here E, whichever the word is ends with E, D you should add there. So live, lived, close, closed. Okay. Now next. Open, opened. Here N, whichever the word ends with N, you should add ED there. So open, opened. Present tense open, past tense opened. Thank, thanked. See here. Thank, T-H-A-N-K. Thank. K. It ends with K. You should add ED. Okay. Thanked. Okay. Okay. Next. Return, returned. ED. Knock, knocked. ED. Earn, earned. ED you should add. Bless, blessed. ED. Okay. So the first present tense, past tense, it was only to add D. The second, you should add ED. Now next comes third one. Third one, become, became. So C-O-M-E, it comes to, it changes to C-A-M-E. Okay, become, became. See, saw. Go, went. It completely changes here. Okay, say, said. Stand, stood. Give, gave. Come, came. Take, took. So all these are present tense and past tense. Okay, only to add D and add ED. Then next, completely it should be changed. Stand means in the past tense it will be stood. See dear students, now you know which one you should add D and which present tense you should add ED, and you need to complete some words, isn't it? Okay, so now here are some words given here. Okay, change these words into the past form and fill in the columns. So you need to change it to the past form. Present tense means what? Present means now. Whatever happens now, for that we will say present tense. Past tense means which already done. Okay, so that is, those are action words which already done. Now here, sit, mend, arrive, talk, fly, wave, play, swim, shave, jump, catch, watch, write, stitch, change. So all these words are here. Now here the columns are given here. 3 columns they have given here. So only you need to add D. Whichever words comes which ends with D, that you should write here. Okay. So in the past tense, these all are, they have given in the present tense. You need to change to the past tense. Okay. Next you need to add ED, which those words you need to write here. Okay. Next, change the spelling. So the third, what I told you, what I read for you, that you need to write here. Take these words and change it. Okay. So sit. Sit. It will. So this is the present tense. Sit. Then what it will become? Past tense. Sat. So write it here. So the spelling changes. Is it? Sitted will not come. Okay. Sit, sat. Okay. Mend. So mend, mended. M-E-N-D-E-D. Mended. Okay. Next, arrive. Arrived. Here, A-R-R-I-V-E-D. Arrived. Okay, it ends with E, so add only D. Okay, next, talk. Talk, talked. So T-A-L-K-E-D. Talked. Fly, flew. F-L-E-W. Flew. Okay. Wave, waved. Okay, here W-A-V-E-D, waved. So it ends with E. Next, play, played. P-L-A-Y-E-D, played. Swim, swam. S-W-A-M. So this changes few words. Okay, next, shave. Shave, shaved. So it ends with E. So write down S-H-A-V-E-D. Okay. D you should add here. Shaved. Okay. Next. Jump. Jumped. So here you write J-U-M-P-E-D. Jumped. Okay. Next. Catch. Caught. C-A-U-G-H-T. Caught. Watch, watched. W-A-T-C-H-E-D, watched. Write, it changes. Wrote, W-R-O-T-E, wrote. Stitch, stitched. S-T-I-T-C-H-E-D, stitched. Okay. Change, changed. It ends with E. So C-H-A-N-G-E-D, changed. Okay. So like this you need to write and learn this. Okay. Hello dear children. Welcome to English class. Today dear children, you are going to learn about punctuation marks. Let's see what are punctuation marks. Punctuation marks are signs or symbols we use in writing. These marks make the sentences clearer and meaningful for the reader. So, punctuation marks, it makes clear, okay, the sentences. So, first comes the full stop. Full stop is a punctuation mark. The full stop is used at the end of sentence. So, always you need to put one full stop after each sentence, dear students, when it ends. Understood? Okay, this is called the full stop. So, let us see some of the examples of full stop. Tom plays basketball. Full stop. Okay, after a sentence, you need to put one full stop. He gets up early in the morning. Full stop. Okay. Now next punctuation mark is the question mark. The question mark is used at the end of every question. Okay, when you ask question, you need to put one question mark. Let us see some of the examples of question mark. What are you doing? Question mark. Where are you going? Question mark. Have you seen the new film? Question mark. So when you ask questions to someone, okay, you need to put question mark there. Okay. Next comes the comma. So this is a sign of comma. Commas are used to separate a set of words but not used before or and. And also we use comma to separate two sentences. Okay. So before or and we are not using the comma. Okay. Separate sentence we use the commas. I need to buy sugar, comma, milk, comma, bread, comma, jam or butter. So or when it comes or, we are not using the comma, dear students. Okay. Next one. My favorite subjects are mathematics, comma, Sinhala, comma, English, comma, art and ENV. So and, before and we are not using comma. Okay. So separate the words given mathematics, English, like that, we are using commas, dear children. Okay. Understood, no? It is an old car, comma, but it is very beautiful. See, but we have used here. So before but, we need to put one comma there. Okay. Understood? Okay. So next comes the exclamation mark. Okay. We use exclamation mark after a word or group of words showing strong feelings such as surprise, anger, shock, or when giving a command. So this exclamation mark is used when you get surprised. So this express your feelings. Some of the examples of the exclamation mark are wow, exclamatory, it's very fast, what a beautiful day, exclamation mark. Okay. So we are expressing our feelings. Understood? So then we use their exclamation mark when you express your feelings. Okay, and when you are surprised, watch out. Okay, so exclamation mark. Okay, so now dear children, next comes the apostrophe. So this is a sign of apostrophe. The shape of the apostrophe mark is also same as the comma, but we apply apostrophe mark on the top of the word. We use it to show that something belongs to someone. So it looks like comma, but we use this mark on the top of the word when it belongs to someone. Okay, the thing or the word which belongs to someone. The apostrophe mark, that is John's little red car. So car belongs to John. So John's apostrophe yes. This is my sister's bedroom. My friend's house is big. Here sister's bedroom. So bedroom belongs to sister. House belongs to friend. So friend's apostrophe yes. Then sister apostrophe yes. Okay. We use apostrophe when we name like sisters, John's, friends, like that. Okay. Now, dear students, how many punctuation marks did you learn? Can you tell me? How many punctuation marks did we learn today? Yes. We learned how many? 5 punctuation marks, isn't it? Yes. The full stop, the question mark, the comma, the exclamation mark, then the apostrophe, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Once again, let us repeat. The full stop, the question mark, the comma, the exclamation mark, the apostrophe. Okay. Now let us listen to the next. Okay. Now dear children, do you know signs and symbols in English? Signs and symbols. Which are the signs and which are the symbols do you use in the sentence? See now, for example, what is your name? What type of sentence is that? What do you use? Which symbol do you use there? Yes, that is a question, isn't it? What is your name? That's a question. And which sign do you use there? Question mark, isn't it? Yes. So these signs and symbols are very important in grammar. Today you are going to learn about punctuation marks. So those symbols are known as punctuation marks. What are those? Punctuation marks. In punctuation marks, today you are going to learn about full stop, question mark, exclamation, comma, inverted commas and apostrophe. Okay. Once again you are going to repeat all the punctuation marks. Which are those? Full stop, question mark, exclamation, comma, inverted commas and apostrophe. Okay. Okay. So now dear students, where you can see the full stop? Where do you see? Yes, after completing a sentence, isn't it? Yes. Now, my name is Raju. My name is Raju. After one sentence, you are going to put one full stop there. So that is a complete sentence. Okay. So when you put the full stop there after the sentence, that will become a full sentence. Okay. Now, second one is question mark. Where do you see the question mark? Yes, of course in the questions, isn't it? What is your name? Where are you from? What are you doing there? Why did you come here? So all these are questions. You ask someone the question. So that time you are going to use the question mark punctuation. Okay. That is called a punctuation mark. So it's very important whenever you ask questions to others. Isn't it? Yes. Okay, next third one is exclamation mark. Exclamation, where you can see the exclamation, dear students? Yes, when you express something, when you are surprised, isn't it? Yes. So like, wow, what a beautiful dress. Isn't it? Yes. So that time you are going to use the exclamation marks. Okay. Like when you get surprised. When you, without saying, if your daddy comes from another place, so you will be surprised. Wow. So that time your sentence will be using exclamation. Okay. So that is the punctuation mark where you use when you get surprised. Okay. Next comes fourth one, comma. When do you use the comma, dear children? Whenever there is a long sentence. Isn't it? Yes. So for example, our parents play badminton, cricket, volleyball. Okay. So after each game, you are going to use the comma. For example, another example, my brother likes banana, grapes, apples. So like that. So after each fruit, you are going to put a comma there. Okay. So those commas are used in the full long sentence. So that is the comma is a punctuation mark. Okay. Next, fifth one. Fifth one, we use inverted commas. Where do you use inverted comma? When so starting, beginning and the end of the sentence you use the commas. Okay. For example, good morning ma'am. So you use good morning. So good morning ma'am. You use inverted commas. Okay. Good morning ma'am. Inverted commas. Then good night. Good night sir. So that's inverted comma. Okay. So there you use inverted commas when you express. So sixth one is an apostrophe. Apostrophe is someone's sentence or sentence. So like, for example, Rajan's, Krishna's, sisters, teachers. So where we use their apostrophe. Okay. So S-I-S-T-E-R. So apostrophe, yes, sisters. Okay. Like that we use apostrophe there. Okay. So these are the punctuation marks, dear students. You are going to, now you have understood, I think. Okay. You have already studied about these punctuation marks earlier, isn't it? Yes. Now in details I have given you. Now let us solve this. Look at these sentences to talk about ownership, relationship, etc. For example, now Marwan was a poor woodcutter. Here what is the punctuation mark you used here? Yes, this is a full stop. Okay. What is your name? This is question mark. Are these apples? Yes, this is also a question. What a beautiful dress. So this is exclamation. What is this? Exclamation. Sometimes our parents also play badminton. This is a comma, cricket or some other games. Full stop. See, after the sentence, after each sentence, there should be a full stop. Okay. Here badminton, cricket. So badminton and cricket. Here you should put the comma. Next, fifth one. See, inverted commas. Where do you find inverted commas? Good evening, comma, ma'am, comma, then inverted comma. Said Marwan. After sentence, full stop. Okay. So, good evening, ma'am. Here they have, means here we have to use inverted commas. Okay. Next, sixth one. This is Rajan's cat. So, Rajan's, yes, cap. Okay, here we have to use apostrophe. Okay, let us solve these, dear children. Okay, for example, they have given these, so you try to solve this. Use suitable punctuation marks in these sentences. Why are you late? What type of punctuation we should use here? Yes, this is question mark. Okay, are these mangoes sweet? This is also question. We are asking, are these mangoes sweet? Rashmi is a good girl. This is full sentence. So keep a full stop. What a beautiful flower. So this is exclamation, expressing your feelings. Okay. Now next, fifth one. Suri's mother is a teacher. So this is a full sentence. Here Suri, yes. So here there will be a what? Apostrophe here. So this you should write apostrophe here. Okay, because Suri's, yes, here it will come apostrophe. Mother is a teacher, full stop. Serious students, sixth one. Keshav said, comma. Okay. Here inverted comma starts from inverted comma. I am sorry, teacher, and close the inverted comma and put your full stop. Okay. So Keshav said, comma, then inverted commas. I am sorry, teacher. Close the inverted comma and then put full stop. Okay, dear students, understood? No? Complete in your textbook, means reader. Okay.